Now, let's move on to the third part of the algebra module, which is linear equations. So, a linear equation is an equation whose degree is always 1, and it may be in one or more variables. So, for example, 2x plus 3 is equal to 5. It's a linear equation in one variable. X minus 6y is equal to 3. It's a linear equation in two variables, x and y. Z is equal to 5y minus 2x plus 1. It's a linear equation in three variables. Note na yung pinakamataas lang na degree ng bawat term ay 1. Walang exponent na 2 pataas doon sa mga variable. Saka wala ring term na may dalawang variable kasi lalampas ng 1 yung degree kapag may dalawang variable na pinag-times. Now, let's solve linear equations in one variable. Para mag-solve ng linear equations in one variable, kailangan natin i-manipulate yung equation para ma-isolate yung variable. And gagawin din natin 1 yung numerical coefficient niya. For example, 8x minus 50 is equal to negative 82. Pwede tayong mag-add ng 50 sa both sides para matanggal yung negative 50 dun sa kaliwa. So now, we only have 8x is equal to negative 32. Now, gusto natin na matira lang yung x. So, magdi-divide tayo ng 8 sa both sides. Now, we have x is equal to negative 4. Now, let's talk about linear equations in two variables. A linear equation in two variables represents a line in the Cartesian plane. It is usually represented as a function of x in this form. F of x is equal to ax plus b. This is actually called the slope-intercept form. Here, a and b are real numbers and f of x is equal to y. Yung a, ang tawag natin doon ay slope at yung b, tawag natin doon ay y-intercept. Kaya siya tinawag na slope-intercept form. Ang y-intercept, it represents kung saang part ng y-axis nagpa-pass through yung line. Another form of a linear equation in two variables is called the general form, and it looks like this. Ax plus by plus c is equal to 0. Yung a, b, and c are real numbers and x and y are variables. Para makuha yung slope ng line na nakaganitong form, pwede natin gamitin itong formula na to, negative a over b. Now, let's talk about solving systems of linear equations. So, solving a system of linear equations means finding the values of the variables where all the equations are satisfied. So, pwedeng isa lang yung solution. Pwedeng wala tayong solution na mahanap or pwedeng infinitely many yung solutions. One method to find solutions for the systems of linear equations is substitution. So, ang gagawin dito ay i-isolate muna natin yung isang variable sa isang equation. So, for example, we have this system. 3x plus y is equal to negative 5, tapos 9x minus y is equal to 1. Pwede natin gamitin yung unang equation, yung 3x plus y is equal to negative 5. Tapos, i-isolate natin yung y by subtracting 3x from both sides. So, magiging y is equal to negative 5 minus 3x. So, itong nakuha nating y is equal to negative 5 minus 3x, pwede natin siyang i-plug in doon sa isa pang equation na hindi natin ginamit kanina. So, itong 9x minus y is equal to 1. Pinilitan natin yung y nung sa nakuha natin. So, magiging ganito. Then, we just distribute yung negative sign. Then, we combine like terms 9x at 3x. Tapos, we subtracted 5 na rin from both sides. And then, we divide both sides by 12. And now we have our value for x, which is negative 1/3. So, itong negative 1/3, pwede natin siyang ilagay sa kahit anong equation na meron tayo. For example, itong unang equation sa system, 3x plus y is equal to negative 5. Pinalitan natin yung x no negative 1/3. And we will get negative 1 plus y is equal to negative 5. And then we add 1 to both sides para matira na lang yung y. And we will get y is equal to negative 4. So, ang solution natin ay x is equal to negative 1/3, y is equal to negative 4. Pwede rin siyang isulat in this way as coordinates sa Cartesian plane. Kung i-graph natin yung dalawang equation natin sa system natin, mag-intersect sila sa point na nakuha natin sa negative 1/3, negative 4. Now let's talk about another method to solve systems of linear equations, which is elimination. So dito, kailangan nating mag-multiply ng constant doon sa isang equation or pwede rin sa both equations para kapag pinag-add natin yung mga equation, may variable na makakancel. Let's illustrate it with an example. We have this system, 4x minus y is equal to 9. Tapos, 2x plus 3y is equal to 1. So, uh, here, let's just copy the first equation. So, yung second equation, pwede natin siyang i-multiply sa negative 2 para maging negative 4x yung first term niya. And kapag pinag-add natin dalawang equation, makakancel yung 4x minus 4x. So here, yung negative 2, ita-times natin siya sa both sides ng equation. So magiging negative 4x minus 6y is equal to negative 2. Tapos ipag-add natin. So ayun nga, yung 4x minus 4x ay na-cancel. So 0 na lang yun. Yung negative y minus 6y ay magiging negative 7y. Tapos yung sa kabilang side ng equation, 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. So we have negative 7y is equal to 7. And so, dividing both sides by negative 7, we get y is equal to negative 1. And again, pwede natin itong i-substitute doon sa kahit alin sa mga equation natin para makuha naman natin yung value ng x. So, i-substitute natin siya doon sa second equation ng system. So, 2x plus 3 times y or negative 1 is equal to 1. That gives us 2x minus 3 is equal to 1. Tapos, we add 3 to both sides. 2x is equal to 4. Dividing both sides by 2, we get x is equal to 2. So, ang solution natin ay x is equal to 2, y is equal to negative 1. Pwede rin isulat ng ganito as coordinates, 2, negative 1. Now, let's talk about lines which intersect at exactly one point. So, this happens when two linear equations have exactly one solution. They might look like this. Note na yung slopes ng lines na to ay never magiging equal. Let's look at the previous example. 4x minus y is equal to 9. 2x plus 3 is equal to 1. Yung nakuha nating solution ay unique, which is 2, negative 1. So, yung system of equations, it represents two lines na nag-intersect once. And doon sila sa 2, -1 nag-intersect. Now, let's look at this new system. X minus 3y is equal to 7, -2x plus 6y is equal to -18. So, pwede natin i-multiply sa 2 yung first equation para ma-cancel yung x. Let's try doing that. So, we will get 2x minus 6y is equal to 14 kapag tinimes na natin sa 2. Tapos yung sa baba, kopyahin lang natin. -2x plus 6y is equal to -18. Kapag pinag-add natin tong mga equation na to, we will get 0 is equal to -4. Kasi magka-cancel yung mga x, pati yung y, yeah. Yung -6y plus 6y, magka-cancel. Tapos, sa kanan naman, 14 minus 18, kaya -4. This can never be true kasi 0 is not equal to -4. So, yung system ng equations na to ay walang solution. So, ano ba ibig sabihin kapag walang solution? So, when a system of two linear equations in two variables has no solution, then they represent two parallel lines. They may look like this. What does this mean? This means na never sila mag-meet, never sila mag-intersect at any point. Note na the slopes of these lines are equal. Pero yung mga y-intercept nila are not equal. Kasi you can see na they intersect with the y-axis at different points. So, itong previous example natin kanina, yung system of equations sa walang solution, they represent parallel lines. Now, let's look at this other system of equations. 3x minus 13y is equal to 5. -9x plus 39y is equal to -15. We can try multiplying the first equation by 3 para maging 9x siya and makancel yung x. So, magiging 9x minus 3y is equal to 15 yung first equation. But note na kapag pinag-add natin yung mga equation, maka-cancel lahat. So, magiging 0 yung both sides. And note na 0 is equal to 0 is always true. Hence, infinitely many solutions yung meron sa system na to. So, paano kapag we have infinitely many solutions? When a system of two linear equations in two variable has infinitely many solutions, they represent two coincident or coinciding lines. So, ano ba yun? So, we have here two lines na nag-overlap. So, basically, they are the same line. The slopes of these lines are equal, and their y-intercepts are also equal. Let's look at the previous example. Since infinitely many solutions siya, that means these equations represent coincident lines. And that's the end of our lecture on linear equations. Thank you so much for watching.